What's up? What's up? What's up?
Let's go. How you doing, man? How you doing?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad.
This is day. Is it today like Tuesday? Is it Tuesday today, guys?
So all day.
It's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday for sure. Tuesday. What's up,
Tuesday.
brothers?
Tuesday.
What's up, brothers? Tuesday. Have you watched Sketch yet?
Yeah, I watch it. He comes across my feed quite often. He was.
Oh,
I was seeing him doing something. What was he? He was playing? I think he was playing just Madden or something because I guess the new NCAA or actually it's not called NCAA. It's called college football
yeah.
something or other game came out. So I'm assuming he was playing to get ready for that or something like that. But yeah, he comes across my feed for once in a while.
What do you think about him?
Oh, I like sketch. I don't care about whatever is. I really don't care about whatever was going on with their weird storyline and all this other stuff. I like the guy. He seems genuine to me. He's just doing his thing, and I say let him.
All right.
What?
Why do you think Sketch felt the need to apologize for being gay?
I think he's a natural to do that. I mean, that's probably just something that he felt naturally to explain to himself, and I think that's just part of being a human being. He is good. He has a lot of followers, a lot of people that follow him, and a lot of people that had questions. So maybe it was like, hey, one time here's what it is, and take it, leave it, or otherwise. So
Well, I don't think as a society we're in a place where people should have to apologize for their sexual preference. I mean, if that was his life and that's what he was doing, then why does anybody else give a shit? It's just- I mean,
that's a
it,
damn good question.
it didn't affect me what he was doing, and it didn't harm anybody else, and he didn't lie to anyone, and he didn't try and deceive anyone, and he didn't. I was just I've been so confused, and I know that we haven't really talked about it. I've been so confused about the whole scenario, and at what time, and I'm gonna say young man loosely because I'm not so sure, but at what time did we have to decide that we were going to apologize for something that didn't hurt anybody else? It didn't affect anybody else. It had nothing to do with anyone else. I mean, you can't even say that it adversely affected other people because it didn't. That we have to apologize for those things. I'm
Yeah.
just so confused. I was so confused throughout the whole thing. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all what I truly believe, then y'all can take this or you can take this because you're the only person like this hanging out with me today, and that's cool. I don't think sketch is I how do I say this in a way that's not gonna offend people? Um so sketch was on an OF that was for the trans side of OF, right? I don't know if you know that, but that's what it
Yeah,
is.
that's what I heard what it ended up being. But like I
Right.
said, I mean,
Right. But it,
I think it must have, it really just got maybe people by surprise, and maybe nobody ever asked the question. To be honest with you.
hear me out though. It No one ever asked on which way we were transing. no, no one ever asked that question. Right? We skated right past that and into the idea that this kid was somehow like I'm trying to figure out how to say these words without offending people. That we were somehow like we never asked which direction we were transitioning from. That's how I'm going to leave that. We were never asking. We never asked it was from girl to boy. We just assumed that it was from boy to girl.
Yeah,
We just totally assumed that it
and that's
was
our fault for assuming.
from boy to girl. I, however, feel that it was the opposite direction. And I don't care how you feel, nor do I care. Because it just doesn't. It's a dumb conversation to even have. I was just wondering if you had seen any of that and had kept up with any of it because I caught it all like a week ago and I haven't really talked
I,
about it. But it was
I
really
think we
stupid.
talked about it at the end of our live or something last week, and but that, like I said, that didn't deter me from watching his stuff that pops up on my feed
Hilarious,
anyway.
hilarious,
But again, I
hilarious,
really don't care.
hilarious,
What
Hilarious.
you do in your own personal time is not any of my business.
Hilarious. What's how I feel. You know that though, and I guess I just thought about it when we got on there because I thought because I seen him and have you? I think his name is
Jinxie.
Jinxie. You know, him and Jinxie are like really good friends, and they were playing that game either
Uh,
today or there was a clip of it that they're playing that football game. And this is after like all of the apology and all of that nonsense and all of that. So this is after that they're playing this game together, and Jinxie says he makes a play on him and says, "How do you like that? I in you and the and Sketch says, "Man, that was a little too early." he, he he said, "Welcome to the world of edits now, buddy."
yeah.
So
Well,
anyways,
when you have close friends, I mean, it really doesn't matter what you do. But when you let things like that out, guess what? You're going to get picked on, ridiculed. And to me, that's just a sign of being a good friend to another person. I mean,
yeah, for
we we,
sure,
we,
for
we,
sure.
we find the small things and we pick on you, not because we're mad at you or anything like that, but because we're friends.
A little too soon, man. I about fell over. That made me laugh just on its own. A little too soon, man. Yeah, it's probably a little too soon. But
So
anyways,
I wanted to, I don't know if you've seen it, and I know we're going to talk about some Funko stuff because I know
yeah,
a lot
for
more of
sure.
the Funkoville stuff came out
Yeah,
and
they
whatnot.
dropped it.
But
They dropped it the day after we were live.
I had run into something today,
Oh, you
actually
got
just a little bit ago,
this
but
is serious.
that I of course D23 is
Yep.
coming up in a couple weeks too. So you got things planning for SDCC. You got things going to be planning on for D23 because that's of course a huge event every year, or it's every 2 years really. But and you know me, I like Lorcana too.
Right.
So they're releasing a D23 set, Lorcana set
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
that
insane.
is going to be releasing. Now it's only 6 cards. It's 6 cards,
That you could probably only get at the convention.
but it's 6 foil cards. And if you know Lorcana at all, these are the good ones because these don't even have. When you have one of the good ones, which I haven't been able to find one of these yet in the wild, but these don't have the borders around the top. So these are the special edition, the high value. So and they're going to release these not only at D23, which you can get them at the Lorcana booth at D23, but you can also get these in Disneyland, Disney World,
Oh,
Disneyland Paris, Disneyland
sweet,
Tokyo, and Disneyland Shanghai.
sweet. Yeah, that's awesome.
For and it is retailing. I may still try to find one, be honest with you, because it's going to drop on August 9th in all these locations. You have first before I get to the price, you got the Mickey's Brave Little Tailor, which is an awesome classic cartoon. You got Cinderella, Stout Hearted. There's a version of this card, and if I had time, I probably would find it. I've got a version of this card, but it's not the foil one. We got the Ursula Deceiver. We got the Bruno Madrigal, Undetected Uncle. We got the Vanellope Von Sweets, the Sugar Rush Princess. And of course, I think the best one in this is a whole stack is the Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, with him pulling back that cartoon set. The thing's awesome. By the way, there's a little bit up close. That's a pretty awesome card. But this thing is selling. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I just had it up here, but then I went and looked at something else. Anyways, this thing is selling for $100
Oh,
in stores.
okay.
99, there it is. 99 will be available at the Ravens booth. For 99.99, I think they have the conversion also down here for Euro and AUD, which I'm not quite sure what that is, but that's 174.99. So it's going for 99.99 US.
Right.
And I know that seems like a lot for six cards, but these are the high dollar value cards that should actually create should eventually be worth more money because I think the D23 ones that released 2 years ago, I think
Yeah,
you're
this
still selling for a couple thousand.
some of them are and some of them aren't. You know how that works. I mean, some of them
Yeah,
went way up in value, some of them, however, didn't. I can't find that. I was kinda looking for it myself to see if I could possibly find that myself. If you can pick up a set for me, though, that would be awesome. I would gladly pay you for them.
I
Um,
would definitely try. I'm gonna see what because again with some of these, they Disney World does get long lines, but August 9th, what is that? A Saturday? What day of the week is
yeah,
that?
I don't know, but I can't see where they're, let me see, I'll try
August
and see
9th,
which
that's a
way they'll say.
Friday. So I might actually even have to take the day off of work.
So
But
you said I might have
I'll
to take the
see.
day off work for that one.
I think it's
Alright,
a pretty
try
awesome set. It comes in a really cool box too. You can kind of see it right here. It's gonna come sliding out in there. I think it's pretty awesome for $100. I'm gonna buy it if I can get a chance.
For $100, I'm totally down. I know that sounds like a lot, like you said, but when it comes to the cards that you're getting, I don't
Mm.
necessarily think that it's that expensive. I mean, because you're not really buying it to play. You're not buying them to play the game with them. You're buying them to put them in a frame and put them on the wall. You're not buying that to you're doing nothing but displaying it. It's what you're doing. And so, look, if you can pick up two of them, I'll gladly pay you the
And
$100.
because too, you know that where the value runs. Because if you ever know a Lorcana card, which I actually just happen to have some right up here, you know that you can tell the value of the card by those little
Yeah,
logos at the bottom,
yeah.
which again, this is hard not picking it up. But that one saying it doesn't have one of the six logos, but it has D23. So there's actually like a seventh one because there's only a few cards out there that actually have that logo at the bottom. So
Yeah, no, I think that those are really cool. Before we go any further, though, I see that we're, like, losing everybody from the chat. Let's do a chat shout out
I
real
know
quick.
we're
We
like
haven't done that in
we're
so
talking
long.
too much. Oh,
In so long, we haven't
AUD
hit them up. Say what?
Australian money. There we go. So I knew
Yeah.
that was it. So in the early we had Mr. B's popping. Then we had Mr. Zach Bonifer in the house. What's going on, buddy? We had Mr. Kenneth Bird. We got the best mind in the business, Miss Christina Payne. Who else we got in here? We got Mr. Johnny Knight from out there in the Great White North. I don't know where his little buddy is, but I'm sure he'll show up at some point. And I think that's where we're at so far.
Sounds good, sounds good. So I
Do
don't
they have a limited number? They're not saying.
um, I would
I
say
would
that
assume so.
they're gonna have to be limited to some number. I mean, whether it's gonna be 10,000, 100,000, they're gonna have to be limited somehow.
The
But
only
Jen
thing
too
they
said
say is
yes, for sure,
you're
Zach.
they're
Yes,
limiting people to buying 5 sets. Period.
at a
That's
time,
what
yeah.
they're limiting.
Well, I mean, that's because they're gonna go way up in price. They're so they know that they're gonna be dealing with, scalpers. They're already aware of that, so they're already starting to combat that. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you gotta give them credit where credit is due. I actually have a couple of Lore Conda packs I haven't opened. Um, check this out.
He's not from Popeye comic.
Have you seen these? Have you seen
Those
these?
are the Ursulas.
Yeah, have you seen
Yeah,
the
yeah, I've
Ursulas?
gotten a couple.
What do you mean you've gotten a couple?
The Ursula's Revenge or
You
Return.
you've only gotten a couple of them? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I've gotten a couple packs.
Did you open them?
I've got. In fact, it's downstairs. I still haven't even opened it, but
Man, you're
I've
so
got
lame.
one. I've got
Ooh,
one. See, here's one that I
look at the
opened.
artwork inside. That thing is
Yeah.
badass. Look at that.
Here's one that I had already opened. I just haven't filed away because I need more. I need more card containers because I'm out of space.
So what is the hit that you're looking for on these? Is there a hit that we're
This one
looking
I'm
for on
not
these?
quite sure. What's the big hit on this series? Let's find out.
What
I've
do you mean
got
you're
the
not
tab
sure?
here.
I'm starting to think that you're maybe not a Disney collector, man.
I'm a
You're
Disney
a novel.
collector of
You're a
many
novelist. You're a
things.
novelist, man. I thought that you were like into the collecting world, but you don't even know what's worth anything anymore. You're just a novelist.
I'm a collector of many things.
What's the big hit before I get it open? Because I got it cut. What's the big hit? Because it's gonna be in this pack. Y'all watch what I tell y'all. It's in this pack. It's just been sitting there. I've been letting it collect dust. The big hit's right here, guys. This is where it's at. Y'all just get ready for this one. This is gonna be where the hit is today. I'm gonna start getting all TikTok on y'all. Make sure you tap in that screen.
Oh, you need one that
Those
doesn't have
follows.
borders. That's going to be
All right, so no, we're the one that's in here doesn't have borders. We know that. All right, so we know that it's not going to have any borders. I got you there, Johnny Knight. What's popping, brother? How are you doing? Zach knows what's up with me. Hey, I'm going to gladly pay you on Tuesday for a cheeseburger today. I got you for sure. 4 of y'all in the house. Y'all should be sharing this right now, pushing it out there some. Let's see. What do we got in the house? And then we're going to talk about like what's coming out at SDCC because I'm still not done with the whole SDCC thing. They dropped
yes, we still got a lot to talk about.
they dropped the pops like after like we did our live last Tuesday. They were like,
Yeah.
oh, after that they were like, check this out. We got those coming right up now. I get what's the big hit here, guys? Y'all tell me what it is.
No, it's not. Oh, there. I think I finally.
Chris is slacking on us today. We're gonna need
I don't
somebody
even
else
think
in the
I
house.
looked up what the big hits were before. I am slacking. I am. That's for sure. I don't want to show me. Just you want one without borders. That's what we want.
But I need to know more than that. Johnny Knight, you're not
Okay,
wrong.
so here's the.
All right,
I
what
just
are they?
found
Put
I just
them up
found
there.
The top number.
What are the top pools? Let's see them. I know that they're here. I know that it's right here. We're about to hit it. Let me guess,
right.
Ursula. That's what I was thinking, Christina. I was like, hold on, I can guess.
So
it's gonna be
here's some
Ursula.
values right now. So these are the foil. I believe these are all the foil ones in this one. So the top valued one right now is this one right here, which is the Aerial Sonic Warrior Enchanted. It's going for about $210 right now.
210. Well, that one's in here.
But
that
I
card.
actually would rather see Super Goofy. I want Super Goofy.
I hear you, but I'm telling you, the top pick is in this deck. I know that it's in this deck. I absolutely know it. So let's I got to figure out how I fumble this around because this isn't like this isn't like the Pokemon cards. You know, these I can't just pull 3 from the back and make it work for me. So here we go. We got that guy there. Which one is that one? What am I looking at?
That is one of the Madrigals, the father.
All right, let's see. What's the next one?
It's a side one.
What's
so
a side card? I haven't seen that. What do we got there?
I don't know. I'd have to take this down to see it more. Oh,
take that down.
There we go.
All right, here we go.
Training ground. So that's Hercules.
Training ground. So we got that guy there. All right, what we got here?
Other way.
Oh,
Rose Lantern. Oh, Beauty and the Beast.
All right, what's next?
Looks like the Fates. That's from Hercules.
It's pretty
That's
cool.
A good card. That's a good card.
That is a good card. All right, what we got there? Oh, whoa,
Mickey Mouse. We got a Mickey Mouse. That's a good card.
Got us a Mickey in there.
It takes 2 ink to use. We got the sign the scroll. So this is Little Mermaid. It's an action card. Then we got Khan, which is the horse from Mulan. Got the Great Stone Dragon. I believe that's Mulan too.
All right, let's see. I got 2 more. 2 more.
We got an Ariel card. That's a solid card. That's a 2 lower card.
Here we go. Got the
that's
last
solid card.
Last one's coming. Y'all ready for this?
I don't know. I kind of see a border.
Oh no! I got another one. Hold on.
Which is can't see it. Ursula's Lair. Okay, that's cool. That's a cool one. That's a cool action card, and then of course we know we got borders. So is that Scar?
I don't know, but it's fucking. It's pretty fire.
Yeah,
Scar. Yes.
So Be King on Speed. That's Scar. So that's a good one. But yeah, the new one, the top
Ursula's
one,
Lair.
I wouldn't mind finding Super Goof, to be honest with you.
Ursula's Lair was pretty fire. Ariel was pretty fire. I'll look at the value of them later. I'll like pump through them. I haven't messed with these cards in so long.
This site I've actually done. I don't know. Actually, maybe Johnny and I know Simon can definitely tell me. I did find this site recently. It's called TCG.
I see what you did there.
TCG Player. They've actually got some really good pricing on these. Bringing up different types of items and stuff like that. So
I found this. I think you were somebody turned me on to that app. There's an app out there where you can just
there
kind of like
is
put your cards into it. It gives you like all of the. It's called Collector, but you can put all of your cards into it right now. Like my most expensive card. Let's say if I sold them, they say that is average at $21. Right. So if I sold it, that would be my Bella. So I have this one right here.
the bell. Oh, that's
So
a good card.
yeah, so I got, but I mean that's if I sold them. You know me, I
Is
don't
that
ever
is that
sell it.
foil or not a non-foil?
It's a foil card.
Oh, that's a good card.
So it's but you know me, like I don't ever sell anything, and it's went down $51. So I should have sold it when it was at 70 something dollars. So it was at $71. It'll eventually go back up. That's the kind of the funny thing about these cards is with having those first editions, you know that they're going to go up in price at some point, right? I mean,
They're
it's
gonna
just given.
alternate. They're gonna change. They're gonna do
Yeah.
all kinds of weird
It's
things.
it's just kind of given, right? So it's just hold on to them and watch them go. All right,
But
let's
but
see.
for quick reference guide, and it has. And if you guys are doing any TCGs, that I found this website called TCG Player has just about every type of TCG, and you can then put in your cards and find out the value of your cards pretty quickly.
All right, so I got to do this though because we got to get on this because Johnny said something in the chat that man he's not wrong. He's not wrong. No matter how many people want to like believe he's wrong, no matter how many of us want to be like, oh man, it's they kind of like I think fumbled. I once again I think Funko kind of fumbled the ball, and there's a lot of people that aren't going to agree with me in that statement. And look, I'm sorry. I'm a realist when it comes to products and Funko, and I'm not delusional when it comes to Funko. I love them just as much as you guys do, but I can also like be honest and tell you that they fumbled the ball. And they fumbled it. And look, check this out. This is the first way you know they fumbled it.
Yeah.
We had the didn't we see this once already? Like, isn't
I
this
don't know.
old?
I'd have to reference Chase on this. Chase is more of the DC collector, but I'm pretty sure they did something similar to this because this has got looks like it has multiple different things in there. Was it called the take
What do you
off
say?
Batman Superman Fusion?
Right, but didn't we see this once though?
I
I could have
thought
swore to
so.
God seen this already. Like, didn't we see this already? I'm not like crazy, right? I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure we did.
this has already been out. I could have swore that we've seen this one. If not, look, I my apologies, but I just know that we've seen this one already at some point. I could have swore we did. Y'all have to let me know in the chat if I'm delusional because I swear to God, we've seen this already. We've already seen the crossover, right?
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. We the fusion.
Very
Anyways,
or at least very similar to it for sure.
and then we got the Godzilla, right? And there's a part of me that wants to be like, man, this Godzilla is the dopest
I don't like that Godzilla.
Godzilla that I've ever seen. There's a huge part of me that wants to do that. And then there's another huge part of me that like covers the body up and says that it's a laughing skull.
Yeah.
So I mm,
I don't like it at all. I know they're trying to trail back on
mm.
the classic looking Godzilla from but I even think to be honest with you, the old school Godzilla movies looks better than this thing.
I have
And
to
it looks
agree
pretty
with
bad.
you.
And it looks
I
pretty
have to
bad back
agree.
then.
I have to agree with you, which is the sad part. I see this and I'm like, man, this thing is just grade A trash. So I'm not going to say everything is right, but so just like Johnny said a second ago, there's one of them in here that he wants. There is, I think, maybe one or two out of the group that I would like to have, and it's not. It's like to have. It's not like, oh, I am going to wait in line to get these. It is I'd like to have, but if I don't get them, I okay.
It's not gonna hurt anybody
I
any.
don't really have space for them anyways. So if I get them, cool. If I can't, then that's okay too.
Well, what's funny is I
It's
was watching a live recently, and I'm not
was it
going to
about
say which
us?
live it was, but
Was
they were
was it
going
about us?
over I think a few of these, and it was like complete kissing Funko's ass of
Oh,
bullshit.
yeah, there's a lot of
And
that
it's
that
like
happens.
and it's like why? I mean, it looks like shit. I mean, everything about it is shit. Why are we kissing their ass? I
There's a
don't.
lot of that that happens in this community, though, you know that. There's a lot of, like there's a whole lot of, like, just ass kissing going on for
Yeah.
whatever reason. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen, and I think that it's because Funko, like, will blackball you so quickly that all of these people are really trying really hard to get into the good grace of Funko, hoping that maybe they grace them with some kind of, like, I don't know. I don't know, but anyways, let's
Here's the way I see about a lot of things, and I'm always going to act the same way. And I do the same thing at work. And again, I'm not going to get in details of what I work and what I do, but there's a lot of people that get upset with me because I guess I'd like to say the quiet part out loud, and to me, I'd like to, just say what's on my mind. Some people like to say I got no filter, but at least with me, you know what you're gonna get. And if I tell you
yeah.
it's trash, then it's probably trash. But I'm not gonna blow smoke up your ass by any means.
No, I don't think that I'm not a, what would you say it? I'm not a, I'm not a brand spokesperson, let's put it that
No,
way.
definitely not.
I'm not a brand ambassador. I if and even if Funko did pay me, I would probably still be too honest for them. This Snoopy's cool. I'm not getting it, but it's still cool. It'd be interesting to, like, see what those look like so small, because those little, like, I can't remember what his name is. It's the, what
Woodstock.
is Woodstock. It'd be curious to see what he looks like so small, because this is gonna be a normal size pop. Those things are gonna be teeny, 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 teeny. I think it's cool though. I remember this part of the cartoon. I think that it's cool. See, I didn't dog out everything. I knew y'all thought that everything was getting dogged out.
I,
This
I
is
can I can agree with that one only because that is from a classic part. It's from like a Ranger one.
it's
I
cool.
You can't really down Snoopy to be honest with you.
No, it's cool. I can get behind it. I mean, I might even get one signed one day. I do like going to Cedar Point, home of Snoopy.
You
So you never know, right?
know.
So, Papa Smurf is if I put him in a scale of 1 to 10, right, I'd say that he's about a 5, like, right down the line somewhere. Nothing super special about this one, nothing super unspecial about it as well.
Yeah, yeah. I
Black
mean,
ball top tiers. Take it from these guys, Black Funko Black Ball. Let's go. All right, so I look.
oh, we've definitely been blackballed for years, so we're not worried.
This one's cut right down the center for me, right? And this is I think we've been saying this for many, 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 many years, right? And I know all of you guys remember this. They always put the weakest stuff in the convention because they feel like if they put a sticker on it, they take it to the convention, it's going to sell. And it could be the most mediocre thing they have. If they bring it to the convention, if they put a sticker on it, it's going to sell. And that's kind of what this feels like, right? A lot of this list feels like we knew that it probably wouldn't do that great anywhere else. So we're gonna bring it to the convention. We're gonna put the sticker on it. We're gonna look. I tell y'all what I'm gonna start doing. I think I have an idea. I'm gonna start taking the convention stickers off of the pops that are from the convention, and then putting them on the pops that I think they should have had at the convention. This
Yeah.
sounds like a genius idea. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Etsy. I'm going to buy the convention stickers. I'm gonna go to Walmart and I'm going to start putting convention stickers on everything that I think should have had a convention sticker on it. This is going to be fun. That's 1,000% what I'm about to do. I know there's some
I
channels.
don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I know there's some channels out there right now that are probably going to steal that idea, but I say y'all go for it. It came here first.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna as soon as we get off this live, I'm going to Etsy and buying those stickers, and then I'm gonna go to FYE, Hot Topic, all of those places, and I'm gonna put on them the convention stickers on there that should have been on there because this is not them. But hey, look, I'll give them like they knew what they were doing. They took the shit pops and put up stickers on them because they knew they wouldn't sell. What is this thing? Can somebody tell me what
Oh,
this
that's
is?
number one.
Number one, what?
This is
Number
this
one
is
loser or
this is Stranger Things. This is comes towards the end of was it? I think Stranger Things season 4. This is when you really do find out what, 'cause throughout that it did flashbacks of 11's early, years, and this guy that was nice to her, where everyone else was mean to her. Found out this was number one, and he had a thing implanted in him. Well, this was basically 11 pushing up against the wall, and basically this is just before he got transitioned into Vecna. So before he had that weird, Vecna look to him, this was basically what 11 was doing to him and pushing him into that underworld called the Upside Down. So it was kind of a good scene in the Rainbow Room that kind of pushes us in. So yeah, this one. I mean, being a Stranger Things pop, if I found it, yeah, I would probably consider it just because it's Stranger Things. But again, I think I'm like that where, say a lot of people were like that with Office. I don't get Office, but a lot of people collect it because it's got a cult following.
Right.
Stranger Things is kind of the same way.
I agree, but it's still trash. it's still trash. Trash doo doo is what it is. I mean, look at that thing. Like, oh, okay, all right. Moving on. Moving on. Oh,
What is that?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones that
A
didn't
black
get
and
any
white
paint.
one?
Didn't get any paint on them.
Yeah, these are black and white ones. Why?
No painted ones. Oh, look, guys, we got some no painted ones for you.
Well, we
Hold on,
didn't even put effort. We didn't even put effort into them.
I want mine painted. No, they're cooler because they're not painted. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
are we
Yeah,
being serious? All right, so there's that, right? I mean, I'm gonna click back on this one real quick, make sure there wasn't any little scrolly things that I missed. No scrolly things, no scrolly things.
What's up, Quick Draw?
Quick Draw, what's popping? How are you doing today, brother? Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Christina, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank all of you guys for hanging out with us. Y'all are so awesome. We appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us. This one is going to be from Pixar. Do you know who this is? Yeah, I didn't think so. I knew that was about the conversation we were about to have. So that one's
the guitar guy.
So we have the guitar guy here.
Dion. Yeah, I don't even know the show. It must be like a Disney Channel show. I don't know.
Let me tell you how bad this one was. This one was so bad. Listen to me. This pop right here was so bad they made it a limited 5,000 piece run. That's how bad this pop is. 4,000 piece run.
4,000.
4,000 piece run is how bad this pop is. It's and then people are like, look, just looking at the comments is slightly disgusting. So I think everybody now that collects Funko Pops is content creators. I don't think we have like any like body that collects Funko Pops anymore that are not content creators.
You're probably not wrong there.
Everybody that collects a Funko Pop now is a content creator. There is no like in between. If you collect a Funko Pop and you have a camera and you have a microphone, you're now a content creator, no skill. You could run A-roll the whole time. And I know that most of y'all don't even know what I just said, so it blew right over your head. You can run A-roll the whole time. You could just be a talking head in the frame and you're gonna have a voice. Everybody is like this now. So let's see. And then we have the from The Incredibles. I know who she is. I don't know her name. That's pretty cool. Edna. Kermie is another extremely weak.
That's a weird looking Kermit the Frog. I would have rather gotten a Kermit the Frog with a banjo in his hand or something.
Hey, but check this out. At least it's a 4,000 piece limited run, right? I mean, Funko would not be doing Funko if Funko didn't have a limited 4,000 piece run on a character none of us know that will sell out, and people will be hyping up. People will hype, and I listen to me. If a content creator out there, and I'm just going to use content creator, if a Funko content creator out there starts hyping this pop up to you, let me tell you the trick. And I'm gonna give y'all the scoop right now. I'm gonna give y'all the scam that's going on. They're going to buy 3 and 4 of these guys and flip them, right? So they got to convince you that it's worth money. And then they're going to buy them and flip them at a profit after they convince you. So if a content creator tries to convince you that this pop is a hot pop, you should unfollow them immediately because they're liars.
Yep.
Yes, see Lou, what's popping, brother? How are you
I'm a
doing today?
Disney fan. I don't even know. Like I said, that must be a Disney Channel type of pop. I have never even heard of it.
And seriously, look, man, there's gonna be like Funko content creators that are gonna be hyping this thing up. They're gonna hype it up, man. They're gonna be like, "This is it, man. This is the one. Can't wait to get my hands on it." Never heard of the dude. Don't know what he's in. Never seen what he was in. Never anything that he was in. But
Yeah.
they're gonna hype it up so that they can try and buy it and resell it. And I know that upsets some of y'all, but that's okay. Look, I'm just trying to be honest with y'all.
I had
That's
no idea.
exactly what's gonna go on there.
You should be collecting for what you like, not necessarily for value.
Yesy Lou, good to see you, brother. All right, so what do you think about this one? This one is the next one. What
Well,
do you
this is
think?
this is
This one's not
Disney. So
terrible.
this is Zero.
It's not terrible.
Zero with
Not terrible.
glasses. It just seems kind of
It's
weird.
different. It's different. They've made so many zeros now. They're running out of
You,
creative
you're gonna
ideas, I
have the
think.
Nightmare Before Christmas people that'll still jump on it just
All right,
because
but check him out now. So you have him in this version, right?
there's more.
We're gonna get him in a different version, but this version is going to be a 3,000 piece run. So this is going to be the glow in the dark 3,000 piece run, zero with glasses on. We've been asking for limited runs.
We are
Funko
getting it.
just gave them to us. They just gave them to us, so you can't be like totally like upset with them about it. They're giving them to us right now. It's cool. I still think it's pretty weak in the grand scheme of life. I know that it's like glow, but it's still a weak one.
Yeah.
Simon, what's popping, brother? How are you doing today? Good to see you. Be careful, Simon. I'm like spitting
There,
truth over
there,
here
there,
today.
there he is. We're just
I'm
to see his ears were burning. We're
I'm
talking
spitting
about
truth over here today, Simon. So be careful, man. Mr. Mark, be careful, man. I'm talking truths today, and some people don't like the truth when it starts coming out, man. Hey, look, this one is a 3,000 piece limited run. It's gonna go up in value, but once again, listen to me. If people are telling you that this is the hottest pop of the year, it's because they plan on buying it and reselling it. That everybody that's into Funko right now is content creators. When you look at their look, I'm just gonna look at the people who commented, and no, I'm not. I'm not gonna say I'm out loud. But if you'll go to these pages and you'll scroll the first 10 comments, you're going to realize that all 10 of these first 10 comments are all content creators that are it's a false hype, right? They're creating this false buzz so that they can buy them, so that they can resell them at a much significant higher price. It's
it.
a it's a listen to me, guys. If they're telling you that these are the hottest things of the year, unfollow them. Never listen to them again. They're lying to you. They're trying to deceive you to hopefully try and take your dollar. Nothing else. Nothing else. It's I can't believe like some of these things are so bad, but they are. But all right, here we go. Here's this one. I actually check me out. This is not a bad pop. This is not a
It's
bad
super
pop.
size. I mean, it's Baymax. Baymax is always solid. The glitter one. I mean, so this
Hear
is
me
a bandage Baymax.
hear me out though. That's a limited 1,500 piece run.
Yeah.
I we asked for limited runs. They're giving them to
Yeah.
us, right? They're giving them to us. Maybe not in the form that we wanted, but they're giving them to us. I think the Baymax is cool. I I like this one. I wouldn't buy it even at the limited. It's not something that I would collect. But once again, guys, once again, if I scroll the first 10 to 20 people, everybody that commented on that is content creators.
Oh
You
yeah.
make it make sense for me, guys. Make it make
We
sense.
knew they were gonna do a project for it. I did see this recently. I'm like, okay, we knew that was gonna happen.
If you collect Funkos right now, you're a content creator. I don't it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. You know how to press the video part of your phone. That's all you need. Nothing else. You don't all right, so check this out. I I like this one. You know how I don't even want to admit it because I don't really like these
Well, it's
Freddies,
because it
right?
says Deadpool on it.
Yes, is because they put Deadpool all over the damn thing. It has me drawn right into it.
Nah, pass.
It
I'm
has
not.
me drawn right
It's a
into it.
Project Freddy, so that thing's gonna be what, ridiculously stupidly costed.
I think these things are what, guys, $250? I don't really know. I don't think that I would
Something like
ever be
that.
able to get one. I think
Stupid
that
money.
I think you had to get in that stupid lottery to even get it. So I don't think that there's even a chance that I would like get it because I don't even know how to enter those lotteries, let alone like enter it on my own. So it's just not happening. So it says coming soon. Enter the launch for the best chance for the collection. A limited number will be available in person at SDCC while supplies last. Stay tuned for more details. So maybe you can't even buy this one
No,
online.
this isn't in person only.
It sounds like it. I mean, so maybe you can. So I don't even have to worry about giving them my money because this one kind of had me slightly concerned that I was going to have to give Funko my money again. So I maybe I won't. We'll just wait and see it. See if they sell it on their site. If they sell it on their site, guys, I hate to admit it. This is one of them that I will buy, and only because it's my man Deadpool, and I have so much Deadpool stuff now that I need more of it. Like I need a hole in my head, but I'm still gonna do it anyways. That one's really cool. What is this thing? Like, what is
Well, this is
this?
X-Men. That's Mr. Sinister. So he's of course a villain. He's actually in the newer X-Men 97. But yeah, this is Mr. Sinister, pretty big villain. So this one's
He looks
actually
like that. He looks like that rapper that put that gem in his forehead. What was that rapper
I
that
don't
did that?
remember who
Y'all
that
remember
was.
that rapper that put that big diamond in his forehead? He like had it cut out and put in his forehead, and it fell out, and it was like a couple $1,000,000. He lost like a couple $1,000,000. It was, anyways. So this is what that looks like. It looks like that rapper that did that diamond in his forehead. I'm convinced that's what's going on there. You know that the convention would not have been complete without Spider Boy. We got to get Spider Boy at the SDCC Funkoville International Airport. Let's go.
I'd
I
actually
hate this
prefer
airport
Mr.
theme.
Sinister than Spider Boy.
Hold on, man. Hold on. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Chris left us for the night. It's just going to be us. I don't know what was wrong with him and why he thought that that sinister thing looked better than this Spider Boy. But we're going to have to chop him off tonight, and we're going to have to just move on without him.
Hey, I tell the truth. I tell the truth. Don't hate just because you don't like the truth. I think this guy's weak, to be honest. I think as a pop, as a character, I think Mr. Sinister is way better.
Hear me out. I'm not buying this. I do have some Spider-Mans in my collection. I have one of them right behind me that's out of the box. I have the Miles over there. I like his suit more than anything when it comes to Spider-Man. I don't know anything about the storylines, never read the comic books, only vaguely watched the movies. There's something about that iconic spider suit, right, that just makes me want to own it.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what it is. So I feel your pain.
This
Yeah,
one's not even good looking.
I don't know if it's weak or not, but it's cool nonetheless. Maybe it's weak, maybe it's not weak. It's a Spidey suit. I don't know what it is about that Spidey suit that draws me to it, but there's something that draws me to that Spidey suit. All right, now let's talk about these guys. Here we got Vader again. Where's Chase? Chase, I'm summoning Chase now. Chase, where are you at?
Oh,
we
I'm
got
sure
a new
he's all
we
over
got a
this
new
page.
Vader for you.
Well, between this Chase doing this Vader, and I guarantee you, JKL is gonna buy both of them because they're Star Wars. I don't even know who Grand Admiral Thrawn is. No idea. But I mean, they made a Vader with, was that cloud or smoke coming out around him?
I don't know. It's the same. Look, I'm so damn tired of seeing Darth Vader. There's nothing new that they're doing with him. Changing the color of him doesn't do shit. It's still just dark. And the sad thing is I was a fan of this for a little while. There was a little while I probably got 4 Vaders here before I was like, hold on. They just keep giving me the same Darth Vader over and over and over. I bet they've made more money off this mold than any other mold in Funko history. I bet
Probably.
that is the mold that makes the money because they continuously give us those damn Vaders in
Yeah.
different colors. Oh, this one got smoke. Look at him. That's smoke. Oh, and then we,
The Diamond Edition is the worst one.
we were gonna have a diamond edition limited 3,000 piece run. Look, I can only hate on Funko so much. You got to give them credit. They got some cool limiteds this time, right? I mean, there's some like cool like limited pieces going on. We still haven't heard anything about a Fun Day box. I don't think it's going to be available to the public. I think that you're going to have to be there to get it, but that's okay. They gave us limited
One
editions, right?
Piece.
One Piece pop. I don't know much about One Piece. I've got some One Piece pops. Unfortunately, I never like sat down and watched it. I
Ooh,
remember that rapper. It was Little Uzi. That was it. Little Uzi put that diamond in his head. Look, there we got a little Uzi pop, guys. Little Uzi. Here we go. Check this
So
out. Here
Quick
he is.
Draw says that Vader is from the ending of Rogue One.
We got us a little Uzi pop. Little Uzi, guys. If anybody like
don't insult Mr. Sinister that way.
got little Uzi in the house, Johnny Knight was popping. Got him a little Uzi. Whatever. All right. So I don't know a whole lot. I just don't have time, unfortunately, to like watch some of the things that I would like to watch. This is one of them. But I was also told by somebody that if I started watching them right now, that I would be here 10 years from now still watching them and not completed it. So it seems insane to me that they have that many of them, but apparently there is a lot of One Piece pops out there. I mean, just a lot of them. Johnny Knight must think this one is terrible. This must be a terrible, and I'm just going to take his word for it because I know nothing about this. So I'm going to move on. It looks cool. There's something about some of the anime stuff, and One Piece is one of them. They got some really cool like characters, like just looking characters. I don't know how they are in the show, but looking characters, they're just really cool.
They're very interesting characters, yeah.
Until you get to like things like this and cha 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 cha. What is this?
Anime. That's all I'll say about that.
Jujutsu Karastan. What looks like every other anime character to me. Some of them are very lackluster. Demon Slayer also just
Again,
seems
another anime. I have no idea. This I would have to reference Johnny and
that's right. I got to
Simon
lean
for
on
that.
them. Have to lean on them from that one. 3 times now.
It was a Greenier Sand, and the Demon Slayer one was already made, and the first one was better. Okay, I'll take your word for it.
I'm with Quick Draw on this. Oh, we got another character with an eye patch. Ooh, we got us another one. Must be a pirate. I mean,
so hey, they're all the eye patch ones. That means they're bad guys. I don't know.
Speaking of eye patches, does anybody know why the pirates wore eye patches? Chris, do you know this? Do you know what the eye patch was for?
Because they like to play with knives too much.
Come on, chat. Without Googling it, do any look? Put in there yes or no real quick if you know what the eye patch was for. Without Googling it, without looking it up on your phone, with none of that, just like my pirate knowledge. What is the eye patch for? I'll tell you if I got you. Nonetheless, I got you. Yes or no, real quick. If we knew what it was, just real fast. Put in a thumbs up, thumbs down. Yes, no. Kiss my ass. Go to hell. Just something. Tell me which one it is. No, it wasn't for. Come on, man. You know better. Pink eye protection was decent though. Mark says yes, cool. All right, let's see. Johnny says J Pop is actually pretty good. Okay, well that's cool. I'm not gonna be going after it, but I got you. So check this out, right? So you know pirates like boarded other ships, right? They boarded other ships and they there's 2 parts to a boat, right? Or maybe 3 or 4 depending on how big the boat is. Okay. So you come from the complete sunlight to the complete dark because they didn't have power back then, right? So not like they could power up the boat and have it fully illuminated like you have today. So you would come from the complete sunlight into a complete dark area so that their eyes didn't need time to adjust. they had the eye patch there so he could flip it up. That eye would be adjusted to the dark, and he would put the eye patch over the other eye that was adjusted to the light so that he could now see in the dark. That's what the eye patch was for. It had nothing to do with eye protection or nothing like that. It was simply so that they could go from the top of the ship to inside of the ship and still be able to see what they're doing.
I
It's
just
pretty
like
cool.
they like to play with pokey things in it.
It's pretty cool, ain't it?
I
Arr.
agree with Santa.
It's pretty cool, right? So that they could just immediately be adjusted to the light with no delay. So here we go. We got Naruto. Look, I'm so tired of this sand Naruto stuff. It should be a GameStop exclusive, but it's not. It's gonna make it to SDCC. Oh, another anime because all Funko looks like it's being taken over by
Yu-Gi-Oh!
anime. Yu-Gi-Oh, which is another weird
Pokemon.
one.
Pokemon.
I think that this one is kind of like a spin-off Pokemon for sure.
Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Definitely is. That's for sure.
See better in the dark. See, Mark had it. Mark had it. It's so that they could go from the sun to the dark immediately. It was you got to give them credit. That was very creative. Very creative. Oh, and then we got the
There's
Pokemon.
Pokemon. See, we spoke to
Knew
it.
that they were coming. We got those Pokemon cyborgs in the house.
What in the hell is that thing?
Looks like it has a steering wheel around its waist, maybe a stern around
Possible.
its waist, a robot dog, a robot cat dog bird because it has a beak. So it's a robot cat dog bird ship.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Yeah, I mean because it has the stern. What do you call it? Stern, right? The steering wheel. What's it called? What's steering wheel on a boat called? That's what that is. It has one around its waist.
Steering wheel.
Steer. I don't know. It's not what it's called, but a mask. I don't know. Whatever. We're moving on. Next one out of the group now.
Marvin the Martian, classic
To be
character.
honest, Marvin the
Yeah.
Martian hits hard, right? He hits hard almost every time they've ever released a Marvin the Martian. He hits hard. I think this is cool. I think everything Marvin the Martian's cool though. I actually have one somewhere. Only have one though because they used to be really hard to
Johnny,
get your hands on.
Johnny Knight said that was a legendary Pokemon, whatever that means.
Mr. Mark, I'm kind of having that problem too. This is and that's what I was. I don't know if you weren't on here when we first started talking about it. We were talking about the fact that Funko puts their trash like in conventions, and it hasn't changed. And I for all the years that I've been collecting Funko, I think every year, and I thought this year was the year that they were going to come out with some hard stuff for the convention, and instead they like gave us the trash again. I think in their eyes, as long as they put a convention sticker on it, it's going to sell. So they can come in with the weakest of weak, and it's going to sell. And that's kind of been their MO when it comes to conventions. They come in with really weak stuff, and then after the convention, they drop really hard stuff. Right? It's so they keep you buying. They come in with the really weak. They know you're going to buy it because of the convention sticker, and then right after the convention, they come out with some fire that you have to have. It's just the way that they've done business forever. I don't think it's right, but it's the way that they've done it. Voltron. I thought that they did this one too.
It might have. This being a supersized pop, it's a larger one, so they might not have done them in the larger size. I mean, I think Voltron should have always been in the larger size pop. I mean, that's a classic pop right there. Especially, it looks like you got some really good detail on the robots that make that into one. So, it's not something I'm going to collect, but I mean, I say it's a solid pop.
I thought they
5,000
did this one
piece.
for a charity.
I don't remember.
Wasn't
Not
it
not
like
a super size. It would have been a normal 3.5 inch one, maybe.
didn't they do this one for like maybe it was that's the difference. This one's a super size. That one wasn't. But didn't they do like a for the children or for the planet or something like that where they made this guy and you could only buy it on their website, and every piece of it sold was going to go. I could have swore they did. This looks like a very old pop to me, and it for some reason I can't figure out why. But I keep wanting to think that didn't they do like this charity?
Johnny said this is the one they've made of him. So again, maybe this is the first supersized pop. I don't know.
Yeah, they should make like 5 more is what they should do, because I'm sure that it sells so well. Everybody's a Voltron fan. Gotta have one. Was Voltron like Thundercats? That wasn't Thundercats, was it?
Ultron was well before, came out around the same time.
Why is Elmo holding a crack rock? Is all I want to know. What's
Why
up
does
with
Elmo
the?
look like he's on crack?
I mean, what's up with the crack rock in his hand and the facial expression that he has going on?
And with Rocco, I mean, he
Is
kind of looks like he is holding a bag of crack, and his
crack
eyes are
rock?
kind of looking. You know, it's funny is my family will laugh at me. Have you ever seen those TikToks of people doing with the Elmo puppet and basically he's cussing and everything? I find them freaking hilarious,
I do too.
and my wife will sit there and go, "Why are you watching that?"
Simon's right. He's been on a 3-day bender.
Because
He's
I'm entertaining my inner 5-year-old.
he's coming out off on his 3-day bender right here. So
Yeah,
he's off his 3-day bender, and this is what we get. He's got his pet crack Rocco in his hand. Um, he's been having a great time. He's gonna start saying some lewd and
that
explicit
is
stuff.
that is a huge crack rock there.
Rocco, crack
So,
Rocco, crack Rocco is what that is. It's crack Rocco.
yeah,
His
he
3-day
has an
bender.
interesting look on it. Yeah, he's definitely out there. He's looped out. Should have just had him on shrooms. D&D. If that's a glow in the dark, that's weak as fuck. By the way,
Let me go back. Make sure crack Rocco didn't have somebody else. Nope. Make sure this one didn't. Nope. Hold on. Let's see. And no. So let's see. Here's our new D&D pop.
that I mean the fact that it's a knight. I mean it's kind of cool, which is Lord Sloth, which again I don't know that exact detail, but that knight looks badass. But if you're gonna try to coin this as a glow in the dark, and the only thing you're gonna have to glow is his freaking torch, that's weak as shit. Yeah, it must be some good stuff. They got him looking in space.
I mean, got him just zoned out. So all you got to do is give him a little like red wash into his eyes. That's what you, hey, that somebody should make that custom. Somebody should make that custom, make him a little bloodshot
Yeah, I was
eye.
gonna say make his eye
Yeah.
get that pop, and then make his eyes a little bloodshot on there.
Give him a little bloodshot. I mean, that would do it right there. Looks like you got kicked by a mule. I'm for sure. What is this thing though? This like they come out with this is the Dungeons and Dragon pop for San Diego Comic Con. You said that it's weak. I don't even know what it is. It all
I
I see
mean,
is a blue flame,
the pop
blue
as a
purple flame.
whole looks kind of cool. The night,
What does it look like? It's just a shadow. It's a blue purple
yeah, I
flame.
know because they want to show the glow in the dark, but the glow in the dark's just a torch,
Woo,
so which is
woo.
stupid.
I want to know what the rest of him looks like. I would.
It probably has some good detail to that thing.
And they didn't show any of it off. None of it. They were showing none of the detail off. They wanted you to see that it had a blue purplish, maybe a little pink on top flame. They tell me that's the hottest though. They tell me the hottest flames are the blue purplish one. So this dude must be hot. Must be hot. All right,
Maybe.
let's see. What would we do without a Harry Potter pop?
You gotta have Harry Potter. Does he expect a Patronum?
If you say so. I don't even know what you just said. It sounded like you were saying something in a foreign language. Inspectorium Petroleum.
Expecto Patronum.
Does it run cars?
No.
That's garbage. What does it do?
The Expecto Patronum spell is like your inner, animal soul or something like that. It really came out in, I think, I like to say it was a third movie, I think. The Expecto Patronum spell.
Correct. Crack Rocco, I'm telling you. Crack Rocco is what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to put eyes on Crack Rocco because they didn't put any eyes on Crack Rocco. They just have Crack Rocco sitting there. So you got to get eyes on Crack Rocco, and then you have to put bloodshot into his eyes, and then that's it. He's set to go.
You gotta set him up in series of him doing that, and looks like he's trying to sell the dope to another Funko Pop.
Yeah, yeah, you had to get him like trying to sell crack Rocco.
Wednesday Pop. My kids might actually be into that 'cause my daughters made an image when this came out. They actually loved this show, and my daughters actually made an image of that stained glass that they have there. So my kids might actually be into it, but I mean, not really for me.
What do you think the age group of people that collect Funko is?
Mm, 30s and 40s.
30s and 40s. So you'd say that the 30s and 40s was the age group
Yeah,
of you say that they'd be 30 to 40
that's
middle-aged
where I
males.
would say it'd be.
You'd say that so they're like somewhere close to middle-aged males. Is that what you'd say?
Give or take, yeah.
Give or take. Does this seem like something that should be marketed to
No,
middle-aged males?
that's gonna go towards just like something that I said is it's gonna go towards basically, someone like me that's gonna buy it because I know my kids are into the Wednesday show and that's what they're gonna buy it for. They're gonna buy it for somebody else.
Do you think so?
Yep.
This is what I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that every middle-aged male that goes to Funko is going to get one of these. And they're going to get one of these with every other one that they get. And they're going to tell you how this is the coolest pop of the century. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense.
Glue a pipe in his other
Yeah,
hand.
I seen that. You got to glue that crack pipe in his hand. Get you one of those little glass roses. Get you a mini version of it
So
and like
it
glue it
changes
into his
from
hand.
Elmo with Rocco to crack pipe Elmo.
That's right, crack pipe Elmo. That's what he looks like.
Hell, if we want to go that far, we could put a bunch of some cheeseburgers in his hand. You know where that comes from. The Wizard of Oz.
All right, what do we think?
Yeah. Wizard of Oz. I know some of it's coming. It's the 85th anniversary, and I know they got the new movie coming out based off the Broadway show, but no.
You don't think so? I like this one.
Mm-mm.
I like it. I think this is a cool one. I'm
You
not.
like
I'm
this one,
still
but
not.
you don't like Mr. Sinister. What in the hell is
I'm
wrong with
not buying
you?
it. I'm not buying it, but I think that it's cool. I like that it has the flying monkey with it. I like that it's the moment where this is early on in the movie when she is reading the crystal ball and she's got the monkeys around her and she sends the monkeys out to go get her. This was a fairly like iconic scene in the movie.
When was the
So
last time you ever watched that movie?
Oh, it hadn't been that long ago. I live in a house with females named Dorothy, so it hasn't been too terribly long ago. It hasn't been that long ago. Unfortunately for me, you should pray for me some days, man. You should just pray for me. You should be like, man, Wayne, I
I don't
I
know about this
I
one.
know I know that you're
I
having
haven't
to
seen that
watch.
movie since I was a kid.
I knew exactly what scene it was from. You heard me. You can fact check
I'm
me on
I'm
it.
pretty good at I'm pretty good at calling out scenes from items, and this I could
You
not
could
have
you
told
could
you.
fact check me on it, man. She's in that crystal ball and she's telling them that they gotta go get her and she sends the monkeys out to the flying monkeys to go get her. Look, I think that they were even walking through the poppy field when this was happening, or it was right before they walked through the
Is
poppy
that the
field.
scarecrow part?
No, the poppy fields where they all start going to sleep. A lot of people don't know that's poppy flowers. That's poppy flowers, opium field. They were walking through an opium field that then drugged them. Anyways, I'm just gonna put it out there like that. But I live in a house of females named Dorothy, so
No, I'm good.
I have to like watch things like this. It's just something that happens in my house.
I want a pop of her melting. Maybe that might be the only thing.
I could put a torch on it for you, and we can make us a custom one. I mean, just light it up for you. I mean, it'd melt. Wouldn't be no worries.
A video of you just torching this thing, going,
It's
"I'm melting,
melting.
I'm melting."
That'd probably be pretty cool, to be honest. I'm melting.
We're going to hell.
Anyways, that's pretty cool. So I don't know. I like that one. I can get behind that one. I think there's a lot of people that will get behind that one. The flying monkey did it for me though, with the number 3 on it. I mean, that's what did it for me. Gotta get the honey smacks, right? I mean, the honey
Honey
smacks.
Smacks is classic, but I feel like they've already done him before.
I don't know if they did or not. I'm not honestly buying the honey smacks guy. This was like one of the B-rated, like this is a B-rated cereal celebrity. This is not like Captain Crunch
No, it
or
doesn't have
like
that class. I mean,
Rice
I
Krispie
remember the
treats.
cereal. I'm still a fan of Honey Smacks. They're always classic, but the character was always kind of weak.
I mean, when I think of like things that I want to like eat my cereal to, I'm never thinking that I want a frog eating
Yeah,
my cereal.
very
I'm
good
just,
point.
I'm just saying, it's never like, ooh, I really like that frog that's eating my cereal. And then we got these stupid T-shirts, guys.
Who the hell wants to buy T-shirts?
I wish somebody could make this make sense to me. I have the original, nothing really different. I didn't think that it was. I thought that they had one out there, Mister Mark. No joke. I thought he was out there. I just couldn't like.
Oh,
I
surprise,
didn't want to say
surprise! Look at who the first comment is on a freaking T-shirt.
no.
Oh my
Is
god!
it a content creator? Hold on.
You
The next one's a content creator. The next one's a content creator. The next one's a content
on a
creator. The next one's a
T-shirt.
content creator.
You made a comment on a T-shirt
No.
just so you could be one of the first ones on there because nobody gave a shit by any means. God, I
No.
swear to God, people that are Funko Freddy fans are friggin' delusional. I'm sorry, and I'll rant for a little bit. The fact that people go after just plain old Funko Freddy is absolutely retarded in every way, shape, or form, and that only tells me that you are completely sucking up to Funko in every way, shape, or form. Because the only reason anyone likes anything with Funko Freddy is when he dresses up as something else, which then it's kind of cool. But I mean, it's probably the only way. But if you go out there and just buy a plain old Funko Freddy in a some sort of an outfit that is not, I mean, it just makes no sense. It's stupid. And the fact that they also made a female and they made a stupid ass dog makes it that they're just uh, you're a special type of retard if you go in after a complete Funko Freddy type set, and then you need a T-shirt with Funko Freddy on the back. I'm sorry, but that's just like you actually saying that Funk what dipshit Master Mike actually, is entertaining and actually does something for the company. Sorry, that's my rant for today.
No, I'm with it. I look, and that's what I was saying. That look, I said this already, man. I said this. If you are a Funko collector right now, you're a content creator. There's no other way about it. Look, hold on. Before you look, I don't want you to look at any of the comments, guys. Don't look at any of the comments. How many of them do you think I'll get to that are content creators in the comments? If you are a Funko Pop collector right now, you're a talking head content creator that only runs A-roll. Only runs A-roll. That's it. You only run A-roll. You don't even know what else I'm talking about. You don't know how to set up lighting. You don't know what sound quality is. You don't know nothing. You only know how to grab your camera and run A-roll and talk about these Freddies because the only way that you collect them right now is if you're a content creator. That's it.
I
That's
guarantee
it.
you, the people that are saying that these are going to be worth tons are full of shit because they want you to buy it or they want you to buy them on the aftermarket so that way it brings up the price. They're not going to be worth tons. I mean, how many Freddies have been out there that have actually been worth money? That I'm not talking about, Funko Freddy is Genie or Funko Freddy is, some other character. How many actual pops out there at Funko Freddy's have actually really truly ever been worth anything? Not a whole lot. These aren't Funko Freddy being, Bob's big boy. This is just Funko Freddy being dumbass Funko Freddy. They're not gonna be worth shit. And even if they are, who the hell cares? To me, it's just another people pop sitting on your shelf with a pop with a dumbass crown.
All right, so hear me out. We're just gonna go down content creators in the comments. We got one content creator. 2 content creators, 3 content creators, 4 content creators, 5 content
Oh,
creators,
Pop
6
King
content
Paul,
creators,
definitely.
6 content creators, 7 content creators. Hold on, one slid through the facts. 8 content creators, 9 content creators, 10 content creators, 11 content creators. Hold on, one more slid in there.
Oh,
13
there's
content
another one.
creators, 14 content creators. Hold on. Oh, wait, stopped. So out of the 16, y'all listen to me. Listen to me. Out of the 16 damn comments, only 2 of them weren't content creators. Make that shit make sense. Make that shit make
Because you
sense.
remember that they're commenting on original Funko, so they want to be noticed by Funko for saying good things about it, and that's the only reason they want to do it because they want to get them on their Funko website to say it's a good comment or some bullshit like that. Stop fucking blowing fucking butterflies out of your ass and actually rate something for what you actually think it's worth. Stop acting like you're gonna get a sponsorship from Funko. Funko doesn't give two shits about the fact that you give them a comment, to be 1,000% honest. So stop blowing smoke up their ass and give people your honest opinion. This may be the only. I'm sorry, guys, but this may be the only show that you're gonna find that talks about Funkos on YouTube that are actually gonna give you the real comments. I'm sorry, and the only reason, if anyone's saying that these are maybe even worth any money, is because it's the first time you're getting either one of these two idiots up there. So they're gonna think, well, it's the first time, so it's inaugural. So you're gonna get a Franny and a stupid ass dog. Freddie, he's an idiot. So there's 1,000 of him in playing friggin' dress up. So I mean, you can continue to blow smoke up his ass, but it's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, and Quick Draw is not wrong neither. Like they're content creators to resell. I mean, they're they,
We may piss people off with our honest opinion, but we're just saying the quiet part out loud.
I mean, how do you even like trust these people are giving you an honest opinion when their opinion is based on a bias, right? We're biasly going to hype things up so that we can sell them on whatnot, so that we can sell them on eBay, so that we can
Yeah,
sell them
that's
on
another thing. I
Instagram,
see
so
how
that
many
we
of
can
these people have whatnot accounts.
how are you even going to trust these people to give you their opinion? It look oh man, the deceitfulness is so high right now. It is insane. This is a limited 3,000 piece run. It'll go up in value for a day and then it'll come back down. So don't buy that stupid thing. Listen to Chris on that one. Don't listen to how many comments tell you it's fire because they're all lying to you. All right, let's see. The shared retailer. Oh, so
I do, and I do agree with that quick draw. I mean, if Funko doesn't care about the mom and pop shops, they definitely don't care about some Joe Schmo on IG. They don't at all. So stop acting like I want to be the first comment up here, so that way I can get their attention. Shut up.
it's in every one of these though. Every one of these, they made sure that they told you how cool it was, knowing full and damn well that this is probably one of the weakest conventions we've seen in the past 4 years. I'm not going to say the weakest, but it's definitely in the top two of the weakest that we've seen in the past five
There,
years.
there's a better image that there's a better image of this that has all of them on Diz Tracker's website.
I got him pulled up. Give me a second. I'll go find it. I have him pulled up. I always do. I have him pulled up for a different reason though, but I have him pulled up. I
Target.
GameStop. Walmart.
Only one out of here that I would even be willing, and again, only because I'm a big Stranger Things fan, is the Stranger Things one. The two soda pops. I heard a comment on a live the other day that they had to put sodas to appease the soda collectors. Dude, are there even soda collectors out there anymore? They don't sell sodas anymore. And if you're a soda collector, then you're not a true friggin' Funko collector because you're
So,
just
guys,
all you did was jump on the hype when sodas came out so you could sell them by the case.
yes. Yes. So I want to talk about this like really quickly though because this was one of them that we had so many people talk about how fire it was, right? I mean, so let's go back and click on this. So this is 5,000 piece run. This one is a 5,000 piece run as well. Both of those will be available on Funko's website. So you'll be able to get those on the Funko website, the day of the convention as always, right? Um, do every you've seen that out of the 16 comments, 14 of them were content creators. All 14 of those content creators said how fire those two sodas are. Those two sodas, right? Fire, right? Straight fire. Those things are going to be the creme de la creme. They're going to be the corniest of cornies. They're going to be the top shelf. How many of y'all want to fact check them after the convention? I mean, how many of y'all want to send them pictures of them still on the site for sale after they're still on the site for sale?
Yeah.
I mean, because it doesn't make any sense to me, man. And
See,
I guess that's why I don't miss not making Funko videos that much is because at some point you just kind of start to become a sellout.
yeah.
At some point you're just kind of lying to everybody
See,
about
I,
something.
I I can respect channels like Chase to a certain point because if you watch he truly goes out there, he looks for cool things
Yeah,
and he buys them and he shows them, especially on his show or on his channels and stuff like that. Here's the thing, and stop believing most of these because mind you, there's not as many Funko creators as there were 2 years ago.
it's too
The
many of
ones
them
that
now.
are left are really just, I mean, for the most part, a lot of them are sellouts and are going to continue to just try to
There's
blow
too
smoke
many
up
of them.
Funko's ass to try
Too
to get
many
some
of them.
sort of attention. Um, because maybe their wives or their significant others don't give them enough attention. I don't know, but that's their problem. But the if you want to be a true collector, be a true collector. Collect things because you like them. Collect things because you want to see them in your collection. Collect things because you want to see them on your shelf. Um, don't collect things just because you think they're going to be up in value. You know, I don't have a clue with the ones that I've kept. I have no idea what the value of my pops are. I don't care. I collect them because I like them and I want them in my collection. That's the bottom line. That's what if you're a true collector in a lot of sense. I mean, maybe true collectors do know all their values. I don't know. But to me, you collect what you like and you enjoy. That's part of the joy of being a collector. Just saying.
I don't know. I wish them all luck. I, I wish them all luck. It just I just never seen so many people. There's if the only way you collect Funkos now is if you're a content creator. That's it. That's the only way you collect it. If you collect Funkos right now, you're a content creator, top tier content creator.
Or you're cringe like top
Yeah.
pops.
What's this?
That's some serious
Sorry.
shit. You lucky you my boy.
Oh, what you got going on next week, man?
Absolutely nothing. I don't know. No, this is should be a nice quiet weekend. We got because the next weekend we're going out to Wilderness Lodge for the weekend, which I'm really excited because it's kind of me and my wife's 20th anniversary, and also we kind of do something usually right before the kids go back to school. So it'll be fun. Spend a little bit more. We got a room with a firework view, which is always kind of cool. So we're really excited about that one. But other than that, I don't know. I think we have one dining thing, and I may do a video because people like to see the the dining videos for some reason. So I may do that one, but that's about it.
ASMRs. Now
There's,
you're talking to me.
there's way too many. There are way too many Disney content creators nowadays, and I have just sometimes doing Disney. I love Disney. I will probably be doing something with D23 coming up in the near future. Just because D23 is coming up on, I think it's the 8th, 9th, and 10th of August. Or no, 9th, 10th, and 11th of August. So the 10th is going to be the big event, which is the parks, and the parks event, which should be talking about all the upcoming things to be added to the parks. Also, I heard there's possibly rumored for another cruise line ship supposed to be eventually coming. So that's going to be this is probably going to be one of the biggest D23 events to come across, because there's a whole lot out here at Disney World I'm sure is coming up, and everyone kind of knows it, especially since Disney's got to compete with the third Universal park coming out next year. Mark, thank you very much for that. I do appreciate that. So that's going to be a pretty big one. The downside about it is I think I've streamed it before and commented as I streamed, but they changed the times this year. It's actually streaming at 7:00 Eastern time, since it's over in California. No, yeah, it's in California, it's in Anaheim. So it's going to be at 7:00 at night out there, which means it's going to be at 10:00 at night over here.
Right.
So it's going to kind of suck, but
yeah, it sounds like it's going to suck.
I'll have to take a nap beforehand and then get on stream, because I got to see it as it happens.
It sounds like that's going to suck, man. I hear some suckiness going on in there.
It is what it is. At least it's not, crackhead Elmo.
All right, guys, come check me out Friday. I'll try to have a video coming up here this Friday. Hopefully I do. But come check me out anyways. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us, guys.
Hey, I got a great idea video for you.
What's that?
You should get on there and kind of do your best impression of these people, kind of sucking up to Funko.
I wouldn't do that. But
get your acting skills out.
Get my acting skills out. I got you. Guys, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Next week we'll be over on Chris's channel. Come hang out. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.
You guys are gonna have to put this in the description. I'm gonna leave this show tonight a little worse off, I think, quite honestly, than where we began. Everybody is watching this and watching this on the replay. You are now dumber and less important in life because of what has transpired here this evening. We apologize for what's going on right now. I'm going to try to pretend like none of this happened.